And oh wow, what a wonderful sight to behold that was. Now, let me just say, this skyscraper is one of the best builds I built in a very, very long time. I am not gonna lie. Like, just look at the sheer size of it. That is just amazing. And the amount of work we put into that time lapse, which I promised that I will do. Once again, I keep my word. When I say there will be a time lapse, there will be a time lapse. But anyways, let's actually go inside and check it out, because as you can see, pretty much the top half of it is not lit up instead of those flashing lights right there, which by the way weren't time lapse, but I mean it took such a long time. It just took like 2 hours. Well, I mean like it took 2 hours just to do that. So yeah, I guess I don't think it was worth, the effort and time to put into a time lapse, I guess. So just going into here, you might already see that there is something behind these glass panes here, and that is a little bit of a mistake, and I will tell you guys as to why. So going in here, we have a nice design, and yeah, this is pretty much the reception area kind of thing. So we got some, I think, green glazed terracotta right here. We got some, storage for extra things that we're going to be using for building this kind of thing right up here. And then obviously, some nice kind of pathway-ish to go to the reception once again. And then obviously, I don't know, we might have like a villager in here or something, or I don't even know if a villager is a good thing. Maybe like a zombie just for fun, because yeah, we would not like to start a raid here. And so that is that for this floor. Then you might be wondering, well, what is that up there? Well, if we go up here, up these stairs, as you can see pretty much, and we continue on, because this is a little bit of a crazy journey right here, we can hop in here. There we go. And as you can see right here pretty much is what we've done is added a sandstone wall right here. So I think it's like smooth sandstone or cut down sandstone or something like that. And there's like normal sandstone. Then we have some bricks here, and then some, I think this is dark oak, wooden dark oak planks or something like that. And you might be asking, well, what on earth is this meant to be? Why do you have 4 walls different? What's going on here? Well, what is really going on here is the fact that I have a problem of choosing as to what I want to do and what I want to put inside of a build, because we built the last structure, which is right outside that window, as you can see, and that was failed because a sugarcane farm was meant to go in there, and unfortunately it did not fit. That's why we built this. So we wanted to have the sugarcane farm in here, but once I built this I realized, well, I did a bit of counting. So this is the center. We go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 blocks. So 7 blocks and the trapdoor here, and then we got 1 block left. Now, here's the big question. Everything here is lit up. Everything here is pretty much loaded whenever someone joins in, because usually there's always stuff to do here. Either where it is VYDE, doing his shard project, which by the way I don't have a clue when that episode's coming out, and ExoPulse doing his project over there, which I do not want to leak. But what can we fit in here potentially if we got everything lit up? And I got the best idea ever. And no, it's not going to be a sugarcane farm. It is not going to be I don't know, some fish farm or some other type of farm. It is going to be, my boys, a creeper farm. That's what I think is very clever and handy to put in here. Well, and you might be like, well, VYDE, it's not really fair for the guys because they're going to be in here and then they're not really going to have an advantage because they're just going to be loading your farm all the time and stuff. But you know what? Don't you worry, because I think that I am going to sell the gunpowder from here for the rockets, but it's going to be on a very, very cheap price depending on how much this farm produces, since they're going to be also kind of loading the farm while they're in the area too. So yes, I do know that is a factor that we have to take into account, but I think it's going to be fair because I don't really want to leak it, but the dragon fight isn't too far away. And yeah, we gotta really, really start thinking on how to get, those handy resources to make those rockets to fly around, right? And pretty much just looking outside here, there is a lot of space, a lot of, new skyscrapers, new builds we can put in. So eventually we can put in a sugarcane farm somewhere. But back to the actual thing I was talking about, as in, why are these walls here? Well, the thing is that if we go onto the outside of the build, so if we just quickly drop into here, we go outside and we look at it from here, it kind of ruins the design. I'm not gonna lie, it kind of ruins the design that it is, it's not really as black on the inside as I intentionally wanted it to be. Because, in the picture, or I guess in the image I found on Google, how the first Canadian place was designed is that the windows are literally fully blacked out. And don't get me wrong, these windows are also fully blacked out, but just because we have that kind of frame, oh my god, there's phantoms coming in. Alright, that was a quick kill there. And another one, you joking me? Oh my god, now there's two swarming me. Ah, Jesus. Come on here. There we go. Yeah, I guess I'm just gonna go to bed real quick. So also ate a little bit of food, so we should probably get filled up on that soon because we're probably running out. But as you can see, the windows are black, but they are not really, because the thing behind them is, going to be a black space, because that's where the farm is going to go, right to the top. Well, I'm not going to say it's going to go right to the top, but hopefully we can get a good few layers in to make it very, very efficient, since it's going to be here pretty much all the time. And obviously, lag kind of contributes to, like, entities moving and pistons firing, and just everything just slows down by the lag. But hopefully once again we can get that kind of fixed. And I was thinking, well, to keep those windows look at least black, as the official first Canadian, I think first Canadian square, first Canadian place is to put something black behind those windows, some black material to actually keep it that way. And I was thinking, well, there is two options, right? One of them is, of course, black concrete, but I'm not really too of a big fan of that, because, oh my god, just the amount of black dye you need for construction, or constructing something like that, is just abnormal. Let's just be honest here. And yeah, I know there's probably some very good Minecrafters out here that be like, yeah, there's things like Guardian farms, there's things like, other stuff. Obviously there's things like, squid farms and all, fish farms and all that, which, yeah, do contribute to you getting a lot of black dye. But unfortunately, we're just in the early game, guys. We don't even have an elytra, so we need to go with our easiest option right here, which, by the looks of things, looking around the builds, is blackstone. Blackstone is probably going to be our option. In fact, I've actually, if you look into my inventory here, I actually got a lot of blackstone already, but I was actually mining that from the place we blew up with the beds to mine netherite, because there's a lot of, like, exposed, ores, and obviously, like, the quartz ores and your gold, ores for in the nether, like gold ingot ores, whatever they're called. And obviously, blackstone as well. But then after a while, I realized there's something called bastions, right? So they exist, and obviously, if we, get a lot of blackstone from them by excavating one, that's going to be good. But we might have to at least make sure that every piglin is gone and raid it very nicely. But well, just so the people watching this video may be like, well, hold on. You build this colossal structure behind you. It, had so many resources to put in it, And now, where did you get those resources? Well, I will show you really quickly as to where I got them. So obviously we are working with a lot of, sand here, which obviously is contributing to the glass and obviously to the concrete, which is also part of gravel and sand. And that we got that from the desert here. As you can see, this desert has been vastly excavated right here. Yeah, it's down to Y level 64. Hopefully we can kind of make these edges a little bit nicer. So that's as to where I got that, and there's like a ton more excavation done right there. But once again, it does not go below Y level 64, which is the ground level. And then the white dye we got from think it was it was from bone mealing, from bone meal. I think it was from the kelp we have, like the kelp auto smelter. Well, we got that from there by hooking it up to like a bunch of like composters and stuff. So yeah, and then the gravel, this mine right here, which hopefully VYDE won't really have a problem with, because I'll just show you as to how we got it. And once again, hopefully, I mean, I did help actually VYDE with a little bit of, I think, sand gathering. So once again, hopefully that will help. But if we go into here, and there has been a lot of excavation work here. I'm just gonna say every single hollow space you see around here. So whether it's this, whatever you see that is absolutely hollow here, was filled with gravel. And yes, we did find a slime chunk in here. Which, by the way, how are these slime balls still here? I have absolutely no clue. But yeah, anyways, we got some like cool slime here. We definitely are gonna build a slime farm somewhere, hopefully to get a ton of slime. So yeah, once again, hopefully, our friend VYDE here won't really have a problem with this. And yeah, this is pretty much as to where we got all the resources. Another problem I have here is that I'm literally eating berries, so I think it would be about time to get some kind of good food source going in, because I don't really always want to eat potatoes, I'm not gonna lie, or like, just particularly even like cow meat, or like, raw steak, or like even cooked steak. And once again, I really need to get my food started, because yeah, we don't want to be eating these kind of foods all the time. So going up here, I didn't even realize this. I think VYDE built like a skeleton grinder or something. Well, yeah, anyways, distractions beyond. Let's actually get up here. So time to get up this ladder. So we are nearly up here. There we go. We're gonna enter out here. And this is basically the viewing point. This is the view floor, which you can see a lot of things from. Which, yeah, I should probably, increase my render distance here, but it's gonna get laggy. So anyways, looking at these lamps up here, they should be flashing, but for some reason, I think maybe the redstone broke or something. What is going on right here? Yeah, I think we probably just need to fix this. Alright, well that redstone has been turned off, but hopefully we can like get a torch in here and like power it. Because yeah, these towers will flash, and hopefully we can maybe even put in a daylight sensor to obviously censor when it is night or day. And obviously we'd probably want these to be turned off during the day and then maybe turned on during the night. So hopefully we can hook that up too in the next episode. Also, getting my trident out here, which is enchanted with Riptide. If we head on to this water right here, we can actually, if we're precise enough, launch ourselves up onto here. There we go. Ooh la la. There we go. We're on top of the world. Well, not really, because that up there is the top of the world behind me. But as you may already know, we have done a ton of progress in this episode, which means we will unfortunately have to end this episode. So make sure you like, subscribe as always, subscribe to VYDE, subscribe to ExoPulse. There are two brilliant content creators, and I will see you in the next. You must be kidding me, right? I'll see you in the next episode. See ya. Ciao for now. I'll fix that.